Hi, I'm Evan Thomason for This Week in Santa Clarita. Right now I am joined with Harry Corder, project manager for the new Old Town Newhall Library. Harry, we were standing here yesterday when the concrete was being poured. We've entered a whole new phase of construction.
Yes. Evan, up until now we've been doing the grading work, we've been doing the demolition work of the buildings, and we've been out here and shot this before. Yesterday was our major pour for the foundation. The contractor has been setting steel, and then yesterday was a combination of that. Right now, today, what they're doing is they're cleaning up from the pour yesterday, getting ready. They're getting ready for the next evolution of work. Now, what you see now is the foundation, or the subgrade for the foundation. What they'll be doing in the ensuing weeks will be we'll start to bring the utilities into the building. We'll start some of the utility work around the outside of the library and the perimeter of the site. And then we'll be preparing to pour this the slab for the library. The actual slab, the floors will sit on, and the interiors will sit on. We'll start pouring that, let's say at the end of March, middle of April, and then after that, the contractor will start installing the steel members. This is a moment frame steel building. And we've left blockouts in order to install the steel columns, and we'll probably see that work in April, probably toward the end of April.
So as we're looking kind of into the trench right now, we see some steel footings there. Is that where the steel columns are going to go?
Exactly. What you have is these are all the foundations and the pour for the footings. What he's actually shooting right now is what the columns, or the steel member columns, they'll be bolted into this footing. And so as he's panning around and looking at those various conditions, you'll see the bolts and the anchor bolts coming up, and the nuts that the steel members will bolt to. And as you can also kind of see where the concrete, or where the rebar, the steel rebar, has come up and is kind of angled out, that's where the slab will turn into.
And here yesterday it was really impressive to see just concrete truck after concrete truck pulling up. Can you give us an idea of how much concrete is involved in yesterday's pour?
Well, I didn't get the final count. We'd estimated some 400 cubic yards. I think it was maybe 450. There was 35, 40 trucks. They started at 6 in the morning. As you see the shots we took yesterday, they had a pumper that were able to set up in one location and pumped all locations of the building. So they had the concrete poured out prior to noon, so it went very smooth. I don't know if people have been watching the webcam, but for the past 10 days, we've been hampered by the rain, and the contractor did a fantastic job of keeping these trenches covered and keeping the water out of it. And so it took him about between protecting the trenches and protecting the steel, and then cleaning up after the rains so we could make that pour. That was quite an effort on the contractor's part, and yesterday really renders the site, the footings area safe, and so we get ready for the next pour.
Okay, so then we're here right now, and for people that don't know where we are, we're at the corner of Lyons Avenue and Main Street in Old Town Newhall. And as you can kind of look down the street from where we are, you look down Main Street, you really get an idea of what a centerpiece this library is going to be to the area.
Yes, I mean it becomes more and more evident as you get out here, and you can actually see the pad, and you'll be able to see where the foundation is, and you'll be able to see how high it is. You'll be able to, as you're in Old Town Newhall and you're looking north up Main Street, you'll start to see how this building will take form. I hope everybody is taking advantage of the webcam, because that gives them a day-by-day view of the construction. And I know people have been wondering when something would happen that they could see, and now they'll be able to start seeing more. They'll see more this next couple of weeks. when we do utility work, and they'll definitely be able to see more work when we pour the foundation in 3 or 4 weeks from now, and it still starts going up. But no, as you come around and you walk around Old Town Newhall, and when you come down to the farmers market and you walk up the street, and you'll be able to see from the right of way or from the street the work that's going on.
And certainly there's a lot of work going on now, and there has been leading up to this. But once the columns get up, I think people will see progress moving pretty rapidly.
Well, that's what people mainly associate with the building. Once they start seeing the actual slab being poured, and once they start seeing the steel members come up, then they'll see it taking shape. There's a lot of work that happens before we get to this moment in time, but I think they'll be thrilled to hopefully they're checking in the webcam daily and seeing what's happening. I mean, I know some people that actually check into the webcam when they're away to see what weather is happening in Old Town Newhall. So I hope they're using that, and they'll be excited, I believe, the next ensuing weeks and months as this library gets to be out of the ground and in construction.
Okay, Harry, and I'm pretty sure we will catch up with you as soon as we see the next phase of construction coming. And for that webcam, people can go to SantaClaritaLibraries.com. Harry, I want to thank you for the library update. We look forward to speaking with you in the near future again. For those of you out there, check out SantaClaritaLibraries.com. And for This Week in Santa Clarita, I'm Evan Thomason.